여기 스마트 포인트 한번 눌러주시죠.
The session will start soon in 1 minute, in a minute or two. Can I request everyone kindly to be seated so that we can start the session? Before we start the session, can I request? Can I ask everyone to have their cell phone turned off or in a silent mode? And for those of you who need interpreter's assistance, please make sure you have one of these earphones with you. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and participants. I am Kyung-jin So. I'll be the moderator for today's session, and I'll make sure that this session runs smooth and effectively, and also on time. Before the session proper starts, I am so delighted to introduce our very special guest joining us today to celebrate the 7th Jeju Forum, as well as to wish the success of the session, Gender and Disability. I probably need not spend too much time on introducing this world-famous four-fingered pianist, Hia Lee. Nevertheless, let me just say our homegrown pride here is where she is today, with her strong will, passion, and hard work, truly having inspired not just the physically challenged, but also the general public. Hia will play two piano pieces. The first one is Beethoven's Joyful, Joyful, We Adore Thee, followed by her signature piece, music, Chopin's Fantasy Impromptu. Please join me in welcoming Hia Lee.
medication, transportation, my claim, but I just came up with those figures in the percent reported physical abuse. The study concludes that childhood sexual abuse was the most powerful predictor of late psychiatric symptoms and disorders. So that we have a convention on children's rights in UN, and they are really being victims of sexual abuse. That's really very, very heated issue at the moment in the UN. 50% women with disabilities were sexually abused, if you like. Girls with any kind of disability are almost twice as likely to be sexually abused as are non-disabled children. There are some Korean material which I'm not going to deal with at this stage because I can see that some are coming up later on, but I thought this is useful out of, I think this is out of somewhere around 1,171 council cases, parents, siblings, cousins, relatives, 19 out of 171, spouses, boyfriends, workmates, neighbors, 29, and also school friends or classmates. I'm sorry, what happened? And also teachers, which surprised me a bit. I'm sorry, church ministers, pastors, carers. Actually, I'm surprised. Carers came up with the less figures. I expected from my readings of research findings there would be higher instance of sexual abuse by carers. I'm sure that can be contradicted by other studies. And chatting partners, in case what you're wondering with the up and coming of internet and chattings, for example, I'm not really good at chatting, but young people, they get into chatting a lot through internet, and the trans meetings through chatting partners get into some kind of encounter and leading up to or ending up becoming sexually involved, invariably sexual abuse. And that's a fairly high number, 15. And others include unknown people and strangers. So that, I think although the numbers are small just because study haven't covered enough population, but nevertheless, that really shows range of people we really have to be concerned about in terms of training and preparing young children or persons with disabilities who to look for in terms of potential abusers of applications for prevention and awareness. I put down macro level and also micro level. Macro level, broad implications in terms of a public policy, the service sectors, and criminal justice system. Persons with disabilities. At the micro level, document good practices, examples in responding to and preventing the sexual abuses of women with disabilities. Identify ways that individuals, organizations, and society can enable and the disclosure of sexual abuse in women with disabilities. Women and children with disabilities, expanding educational programs for increased awareness. Attention to the reduced opportunity to enter marriage and family life, the ability to exercise reproductive rights, the likelihood to experience absolute poverty, higher rates of illiteracy, along with limited opportunities to have access to education, employment, healthcare, and productive earnings. And I have some material, but I'm going to cover the rest of the material in the second session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kim, for giving us an overview of the gender-based discrimination with an emphasis on the women.
Thank you very much. And thank you for inviting me to speak at this important conference, focusing on the rights and equality of people with disabilities. In particular, I want to thank Soon-Mi Jung and the president of the Korean Institute for Gender Equality Promotion. Disability law does not acknowledge this particularly vulnerable population. Any claims for discrimination on the basis of sex and disability must proceed under different statutory theories. There are both constitutional and statutory protections for women in the United States law. The Equal Protection Clause of the United States Constitution provides that no state shall deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. In the gender context, courts have interpreted the government